The Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin, was born March 25, 1942 in Memphis, Tennessee. She had 2 sisters and 4 sons. Her voice sounded very much like Motown, even though she went between Columbia and Atlantic Records. Her sound has influenced so many artists and even calls for them to give her tributes, such as Robin Thicke, Elton John, both President and First Lady Michelle Obama, and President Donald Trump. She would truly be missed by everybody in any community. Rest in peace, Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin.
Hey, thank you for checking out Wake Up with Steve Hood. If you like what you see today, hit that likes button, hit that subscribe button. Today we're being brought to you by my good friend Bliss Curtin at Green Bliss. That's right on the Avenue of Fashion, just next to Bucharest, just north of Outer Drive. She has incredible environmentally friendly products there. She has solar cell phone chargers. She has this environmental cleaning solution, which I exclusively clean the hot rod with, and that's why my stuff is always shining, because of Green Bliss's environmentally friendly cleaning products. Amazing stuff. Once again, if you like what you hear today, like and subscribe. Before we get into the big issue of the day, which is the passing of Aretha Franklin, our hero, I'm going to talk about something that's going on downtown. You know, there's a lot of hoopla about Ford Motor Company moving into the Michigan Central Depot. It's a great thing, great thing. It says it's going to cost about $750 million to do what they want to do. But they're expecting to get $250 million worth of public health. Public help. $250 million. Now, JobLink is an automotive, publication that says Ford is trying to create, working with city officials to create an enterprise zone where they won't be what? They won't have to pay City of Detroit income taxes. They won't have to pay real estate taxes for 30 years. You know, that $250 million, we really need that for our neighborhoods, man. It is rough out here. It is rough. We need our business corridors rebuilt. All this, but yet you're just going to let this money go? We're back to the community benefits agreement argument once again. Don't give this all away, City Council. Mayor Duggan, don't give all this away. Now let's go into something much more important than this madness down in Corktown. Aretha Franklin has passed. She passed this week. She died of pancreatic cancer. I have my good friend Karla Dozier here to talk about the impact of Aretha Franklin.
Well, Aretha Franklin's impact was felt all over the country, all over the world, all through the music industry. Even in New Orleans, they held a second line to celebrate her life.
What's the second line?
So in New Orleans, within their culture, within their traditions, when someone passes away, they tend to go out and have like a parade and play music and just go through the streets to celebrate the person's life. This happens for anybody's funeral down there, but it's a great honor to do it for someone as big as Aretha Franklin.
Tell us about her impact on the civil rights movement.
Well, her father, C.L. Franklin, was a renowned preacher and minister. They moved from Memphis up to Detroit, and when he got here, he made a big impact in the community, so much so that the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King saw his impact and wanted him to come along. And so he brought his young 16-year-old daughter, Aretha Franklin, with him to tour with him. And, you know, Aretha even had Martin Luther King there with her when she was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And, you know, he was standing right there with her 2 months before he got assassinated.
Was she the first African-American woman
to be not just African-American, first woman ever to be inducted.
Wow. Wow.
She was truly the Queen of Soul.
She's going to be missed. The funeral arrangements aren't set yet, of course. I talked to one of her bodyguards. They're all in very, very deep mourning. We are going to have him on Detroit Wants to Know as soon as he's mentally ready to do it. He's got a lot of pictures that have never been seen in the press. They're amazing stuff that he's going to share with us. So it's going to be great. Anything else you want to add about Aretha Franklin?
Well, you know, during her last performances, one of her last performances was an AIDS benefit that Elton John held. And he was saying that she was looking so sickly then he didn't know if she would be able to perform. But he said she got out there and she did absolutely wonderful. He even called her one of his favorite pianists, yeah. And she was self-taught. She couldn't even read music. She taught herself how to play.
Ron Fleming, the security guard I mentioned, the big guy, actually said he had to help her on stage during that performance and off the stage, and he was really worried that that would be her last performance. All right, Karla, I want to thank you. You're heading back to D.C. I hope you don't come back here. Not for that. I just think you're too big for Detroit. When you're through finishing up at Howard, and hope it all works. We wish you the best. Thank you very much for helping us launch this summer. You ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for checking it out today. Wake Up with Steve Hood today. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, and go down on the Avenue of Fashion and check out Green Bliss. Get some of those environmentally friendly cleaning products. Get a solar charger. Get some of those candles. Amazing stuff. See you next time.